you to talk to me about Vienna, Austria.
Yes. We were in Venice, and I wanted to go to Salzburg.
Yeah.
But we looked at Salzburg, and it was 5 days of rain. So I thought, no, we're not going to do that. I've always heard Vienna is cool.
Right, and I was like, meh, maybe.
Yeah. You got to go to Vienna.
Yes.
It was they have a ring road, which is not uncommon, but their ring road is spectacular. It used to be a walled city, and they tore down their walls, put up a road, and put up the most amazing buildings. Just fantastic buildings.
Yeah.
The architecture of the museums and the old Hofburg Library and their Parliament Senate building that's these huge, 50-yard steps going up to the middle to where you enter it, and driveways around that as well, so the diplomats can drive in. Yeah. So and then the buildings, their mayoral building, maybe.
Sure, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Government building.
Well, it was a government building, but I think it was the local city building. Just spectacular spires. It almost looked church-like, and they had the ice skating.
The ice skating was really fun to watch because they had a rink, but they also had an icy path that was woven through a little mini forest to skate on, which I thought seemed super fun.
Yeah.
And we should do that here because it just seemed more fun than skating everybody going in a circle on a rink.
Oh, yeah.
Just seemed really charming. I think of all the European cities we visited, that was probably my favorite. Just it was very chic, and we saw so much. We were only there for 5 days. There was so much to see. We were exhausted every day.
We walked until our feet hurt every day.
Yeah. We were going to see we wanted to go to the opera, so you can go to the opera house and pay €5 if you stand in line for standing room only night of shows, but we were too tired, and it was cold when we were there, so we were too tired, and I was too cold to stand outside and wait in line to go stand up in the opera for a show.
Yeah.
Which is a little disappointing. I guess if I went in the summer and I was planning on spending more time and I had less to see.
Yes, we would take it easy for a day.
Yeah, we did not take it easy.
Yeah, there's the museums there are spectacular. Just, Bruegel, Monet, Klimt, everything.
Yeah, Rembrandt.
Anything you want to see, just spectacular museums.
We got the library museum ticket, which was €15, and it was really great. We went and looked at a lot of different, they have little mini museums inside this larger library.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of different exhibits there, spent a good portion of our day, and then found out that our ticket was also good for the Fine Art Museum, which is a full day in itself.
Right. We were over there. Yeah,
we might have been there 4 hours, and I was just done.
Yeah. It was
I don't
tough.
think I could walk anymore.
Right.
And I was sad because I wish I would have spent the entire day at one and then the entire day at the other. But the ticket's only a one-day ticket, so I guess you just spend the money or pick and choose.
It was good. And then just all the buildings around the ring road were fantastic. There's palaces, the buildings I talked about. It goes, part of it goes along the river, which obviously I don't know the name of.
If you look at the blog or the YouTube channel, he put it in the notes.
Yes, I will put it in the notes. Yes, great river, and it's not just the ring road. It's everything in that is the old town, the old Charles Church. It's massive. It reminds me of the one in Budapest, but 10 times the size. Just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And the tiled roof on it was fabulous. They had that old church, the trees growing up the side and everything is still in use today.
Yeah,
it just
that's
looked
so fun.
fantastic. Yeah.
We stayed in the first district. We were kind of by a mall, I guess. I call it a mall. It was like an outdoor shopping center, shopping district, I guess.
Yeah.
That was a really good location because we were super close to the Opera House. We were close to everything. I don't know that we took public transportation there, did we?
No, we walked to the Summer Palace because it was only maybe a mile up the road. You know, you have to go to the Summer Palace. That's a mile away. You know, we joked about that. It's like, you know, you expect a Summer Palace to be, you know, 50 miles or 100 miles away, and this was just really close. But it was beautiful. The grounds here were just amazing.
Oh my gosh,
And
that was fun.
one side, just a massive round pond, and you know, obviously the palace itself is, you know, it's
Yeah, a palace.
yeah, huge dome in the middle, going out to the sides, and then on the other side, it kind of steps down all the way back to almost the ring road,
Yeah.
and it has, you know, gardens and fountains and everything in there, and that was where the Modern Museum was. So they had much more, you know, there was this kind of colorful lighted ball. They had some projectors projecting the light. It was all about light. And we, you know, spent probably maybe an hour walking through that. It wasn't quite as impressive as you might think.
What was impressive was the graffiti.
Yes, we along the rivers, any of the rivers, like you know, in Rome along the river, the graffiti was great. Trying to think the other place the river had just lined with graffiti. So you know, we must have walked 2 miles. It was cold.
Super cold.
And windy, and so you know we're bundled up and everything, and we find a place to stop and get a cup of warm coffee, and you know waited for an hour and then went back out until it was just okay.
Yeah. It was fancy getting there. We went on a fancy high-speed train that was ultra modern, and then being there was fancy. The grocery store was fancy. It had an elevator.
Yeah, sticker shock.
Yeah.
You know, we were, you know, in Italy. You're drinking this, you know, $1 cup of coffee, and you're having a nice light breakfast. And our first morning there, we went out for breakfast, and it was like $40.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
And we immediately figured out that we need to go to the grocery store,
Right,
which
yes.
we did. And the grocery store had really great stuff, and
Yes.
it was really well appointed. And that was great. That was a good experience too.
Yeah. And there was a place right next door to us, a little restaurant that we ate at a couple nights because we're just too tired to go anywhere. So
I lost my scarf. I had to buy a new scarf there, so I bought a hat and a scarf, and I was so glad to have it because it was quite bitterly cold when we were there in the wintertime, or late winter, early spring.
yeah,
But the stores in this first district, kind of outdoor. It was not an outdoor shopping center. It was like a mall that had a pedestrian way instead of a street in the middle of it, and they had their heaters cranked up hot.
yeah.
And you could walk past the doors and the heat would just waft out, and it was delightful.
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah, the Opera House was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And the train station dropped us, you know,
Right where we
100
needed
yards from where we needed to be. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. I would go back there in so fast. If I could spend a month, I would be really happy.
Yes, definitely go to Vienna, and maybe go to Salzburg. I don't know yet. I'm going to get back there, but I'm very happy I went to Vienna.
Me too.
Really liked it.
Yeah, I recommend.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Al.